Give thanks and praise to the mystic law of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. Give thanks and praise. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. Give thanks and praise. Force majeure. Yeah, man. Force majeure is a common law clause in contracts that is from liability or obligation when an extraordinary event or circumstances beyond the control of the parties, such as war, strife, riot, crime, epidemic or pandemic, or an event described by the legal term act of God. So, act of God is a legal term. Prevents one or both parties from fulfilling their obligations under the contract. So, force majeure is a clause where, you know, can be used. So, we just bring this to the attention of our folk, our Indians. Now, people, going forward, they say we are grow, we are learn, we are evolve, we choose to be lawful, we choose to be correct, and we choose to improve ourselves. And as such, even I, as I go along, I will always make the choice to correct myself accordingly. And as such, we make a lot of the videos that I had before private. And I do that only because as we go along we discover say, certain information have to remain that way private. And it's only because you can't just bring private information into the public. It go affect the public. Because you gotta have people when are ready for this kind of information. You gotta have people when are necessarily you just qualify for even try use this information. And then I personally discover say, the IQ level of a lot of our folks are below average. I'm gonna want to say that meaning not disrespect. It's just a fact. A lot of our people no read, no write, on the level where the private information is, put it that way. Ordinarily, yeah man, them read and write and have a lot of degrees. Yeah man, lot of degrees, a lot of accolades, but that is more in the public arena. And as we go along, we discover say it's two separate and distinct, you know, say, realm, and public not necessarily mixed with private, not necessarily. So once you can create that distinction, or you can present the distinction, then it's not supposed to mix. So a lot of our information what we gather through due diligent research, because we are self-taught, autodidactic, we are self-taught. And we don't really have a structure where we went into any form of organization where people can guide us in how we conduct and carry ourselves as we are developed. So we have to learn these things step by step. And as such, it makes no sense, absolutely no sense at all, to have knowledge of what is right and choose not to do it. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. So hence, we always are correct ourselves. Yeah, man, we always are correct ourselves. And then, you see, we discover, according to the information that we look at, a lot of things, a lot of different things, techniques that we can use or apply, and we choose not to make these things public. Why? Because you have people of unsavory characters out there who are just there to bring harm, period. You know what I mean? And we can't afford that. Not I. So remember, I am not here to bring harm or hurt to absolutely no one. And for even I, by I own omission or commission, by I own actions or inactions, that's how I shall be judged. And that goes straight across the board. No one is immune. No one is immune. So as we go along, we have make corrections, we are correct ourselves, we are see things happening, we are engaged, you know what I mean? The correct, you know, say, authorities, then put it that way. We are engaged agencies, or we at least make an effort to say, hey, this is what we are, this is what we are doing, and we are non-adverse. We are not here to create any, you know what I mean, any issues or any problem. Never that. We just choose to govern ourselves according to the knowledge that we keep. We choose not to accept anyone's religion. That is just I personally. I practice Buddhist truth, it's a neutral to me. All I want to do is just know, say, boy, yeah, that energy is there, and it's always been there, and it will always be here. You know what I mean? So all the rest of things, them personally, I am at a level now where I can say I totally comprehend if that's the level where you are, and respect and honor, and I'm good. You won't impose your beliefs or views on me, and I will definitely not impose my views, opinions, or belief on anyone. Period. Yeah, man. So we make some subtle adjustments, only in an effort to stay lawful, to stay correct. When you get a lot more knowledge, there's a lot more responsibility that comes with it. And as such, we have to be responsible. Early in the year, when my public servants misunderstood what I was doing, and they were mistaken when they thought I was some kind of criminal exercising, you know what I mean, my unalienable right to be free. That's all I'm doing. And I was doing that lawfully, and I'm doing that still, correctly. However, I discover my people or some people when are ready for this level. And the criminality, the criminality that is so rampant on my island here is disturbing. Yeah, man, it is disturbing. It's irritating. It's annoying. You know what I mean? So at no time I want place information in the public that may aid any nefarious conduct from anyone out there. Not with my information, not with a little bit of knowledge or whatever I try share. Hence, we're going to keep it within our small society. So we're not going to really push too much of this and that out there publicly anymore because people come amongst us, get some information and take it away to inferior folks and they make a mess. They make a mess. And we are cognizant of these things. So we have to be even more responsible. I personally choose to be more responsible. Now I can comprehend why certain organizations remain such and keep their information in-house. You know what I mean? Because too much unscrupulous people is out there. And the moment you choose to bring hurt or harm, then you are unscrupulous. You're one of them people that we have to separate from. So we don't really encourage those kind of conduct. Yeah, man, criminality on no level. I personally do not condone. Me not entertain them kind of thing. Me not keep criminal friends. We not really entertain those things. Everyone deserve a chance. So if you think you're a criminal and need to correct yourself, do that. Remove the criminality from you. This is how we need to move forward. So people, it's a simple thing. It's just a choice what people choose. You know what I mean? Everywhere we look, we see criminality. Every single where we look. And we have criminal living amongst us. And the dressing work clothes, pretty shirt and pants and ties and dresses and push out to work. But them a criminal because them have criminal link. And them a watch you and a report to the criminal and have the criminal a do them bidding. Now them a give our public servant more work for do. Wholly more work for do. When me look and see the pressure where my public servants are under, especially the police department, me have to say, no man, it can't continue. We have to get some light, some knowledge, some correction. When we're going to beat up the police and say them are this and that, then listen, people, me can't tell you the truth. I'm here on this island and may I tell you, the people, them behavior, the so-called criminal with the low IQ where indiscriminately I remove people life from them. All these things, me I wonder where it come from, but I did warn, I did said it before. And this is just the beginning. You know what I mean? Because the environment now is perfect for this kind of chaos. And people are lose focus. When you used to have the right to think, to breathe, to be, those rights are slowly being removed from you. And it is being happening in such a way where you are consenting to that. But I am not here to say, hey, go left, right, or center. I say free will. Right now, I'm preparing for a court case, which is exciting. You know what I mean? And I am not here to embarrass my public servant. You know what I mean? Definitely not. By now, it should be very clear that a man like me should not be in your court talking or even opening my mouth. I'm telling you, you do not want the smart criminals to get a hold of this kind of information. You don't. Hence, I might just choose to plead the fifth and remain completely silent. However, we have to prepare ourselves just in case. So we're going to do that. You know what I mean? So it is exciting. Whenever we get an opportunity just to stay lawful and correct, then we're going to do that. You know what I mean? And I had went by the court to make inquiries about what is going on. I remember with this corona, all kind of craziness. Nothing is the same anymore. Absolutely nothing is the same anymore. It's just a good thing that a man like me with all this gray, I'm grandfathered in. All of this new stuff that's going on does not apply to me. I'm grandfathered in. Now we have to just, start conduct ourselves on a level where, we just try to learn a little bit more and we just try to be more, responsible with the information what we are share, what we choose to share. Because there is so much information I won't share with a lot of you folks. Because me I telling you, wanna show wanna true colors easily and we accept it and we salute it. Yeah man, I will still say we have love here. We just not choose to play in the games here. Yeah man, we choose to stay lawful and we choose to stay correct. Step by step, people, step by step. But going forward, we are keep putting simple, we are keep putting in-house, we are deal with our Indian nation in America, that specific society. Not none of those awak-ish. We don't have any affiliation with nothing-ish, nothing that's outside of what we are doing. It's a small group. It's a very small group. And we choose to stay lawful, we choose to stay correct. Just like my platform, we are not monetized, we are not here soliciting anything. In fact, we choose to mind our own business. Like I choose to do what I'm doing, and people say, hey, I have interest. And I say, hey, I'm not breaking any law, sharing whatever it is I'm doing, not breaking any laws. You know what I mean? And I have always said that if there's any laws I'm breaking, bring that law in writing for me so I can make amends. I choose to be lawful and correct. It's a simple choice. So as we go forward, we just have to keep putting a little bit tighter. And we are choose to stay lawful. We are choose to stay correct. We have nothing to prove out here. Every man, every single man or woman have a right to decide his own destiny or her own destiny. You have that right. You get it from the Creator. The choices you make will aid you. So what we have to do is get correct knowledge so we can make correct choices. So at least we not go through too much what I'm gonna call Jacob trouble, too much tribulation. Usually the choices what we make, sometimes we don't ever do nothing. We just them as they would say, you're there at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I mean? However, from we choose to live positive, man, if we try to keep it that way, irrespective of the negativity that is around, because it's all a balance. So we have to balance ourselves. People, give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks again. Step by step. Step by step. One step at a time. Only one step at a time. Salute my people. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. Give thanks and praise.